Hello, this is Maestro X, and I'm going to go over the level 1 academic word of the day, decade, for week 4, quarter 4. Let's take a look at your flashcard. Decade has 2 syllables, and the emphasis or stress is on the first syllable, day. And be sure to enunciate the last D sound as well. So we say decade, decade. It is a noun and only a noun, and we give you one definition here. A period of 10 years, especially a continuous period such as 1910 to 1919 or 2000 to 2009. So while we can refer to any period of 10 years, like 1975 to 1985, generally we use it to refer to a specific time, from like 1960 to 1969, so we can talk about the decade of the 1960s, for example. But any period of 10 years can be a decade. Let's take a look at your sentence example. The Great Gatsby, the classic American novel by F. Scott Fitzgerald, was set during the decade of the Roaring Twenties, when many Americans experienced economic prosperity. So 1920s, from 1920 to 1929, was a time when a lot of Americans gained a lot of wealth. Wall Street was booming. People were able to afford luxuries and cars and radios for the first time. And especially because during World War I, people were conserving and just focusing on the war effort. During the 1920s, people wanted to enjoy life, and so a lot of people enjoyed their newfound prosperity or wealth. And the Great Gatsby really captured that spirit of the Roaring Twenties. Back to your flashcard. We have no familiar words for decade, and in fact, we are going to eliminate the synonym decennial because it is archaic. It is no longer used. You might hear it if you are in a British courtroom and they're looking at old law books, but you will not hear this word anymore. So let's just get rid of it. So that is your level 1 academic word of the day. If you got this one wrong on a reassessment, then you should write an original sentence using decade as a noun on a separate card and include an illustration. Happy studying!